Some people think I'm an alien. Not true. This slide may seem a little generic, because like everything's got robots, electronics, and algorithms at this point, but not threads. I feel like I'm in Transcendence. Actually, I was in Transcendence. In fact, just to characterize it, the fastest tunneling machine in the world right now is 14 times slower than a snail. Okay, so when I say like, yeah, we're going to have like this tunneling machine that can do a mile a week, we're not talking about the sandworms of Dune here. Okay, it's still slow. It's just as fast as a snail. You will be able to escape it. All right. This is our snail. This is Gary the Sixth. Yeah. It turns out snails don't live that long. So this is Gary the Sixth. But this is our goal. We must be faster than a snail.
And then we're making good progress on the Gigafactory in Shanghai. If you've watched the progress online, it gets followed with in excruciating detail. I think the number of drones flying over the factory is pretty nutty. We need air traffic control.
What would have happened if the fourth one hadn't worked?
We would have failed.
Yeah.
But let's talk about one of the failures were spectacular. I would go out to the island, Kwajalein with Elon, and seeing giant exploding rockets is quite an amazing sight. And I was one of the early investors in SpaceX, and I said, you know what? If all I get to do is to see these rockets explode, well worth every dime I put into this company.
There's something to be said about brotherly support.
We've kept the initial configurations for Model 3 very simple. This is critical to achieving a rapid production ramp. Big mistake we made with the X, which is primarily my responsibility, way too much complexity right at the beginning. That was very foolish. So, you know, when you think of it, like going back to the launch of the Model S only had one configuration at start of production. And it had one configuration because that's all we could do. Not because we were really clever. Model X, hubris extraordinaire, we actually added, I mean, it is like a Fabergé Egocause. I think it's really an amazing product, but it has way too many cool things in it that should have really been rolled in with version 2, version 3. That would have been the sensible way to do it. We got overconfident and created something great that probably will never be made again.